What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Busy Dad's Board Gaming. My name is Neil Odette, and today I'm going to be taking you through an overview of Guildmaster, published by Good Games Publishing, who was actually kind enough to provide me with a copy of the game. So, let's dive right into it. Guildmaster is a tabletop game for 2 to 4 players that was designed by Chris Anthony. In Guildmaster, players will be taking on the role of, you guessed it, a Guildmaster. As the master of a new adventurers guild, you'll be competing with rival guilds in order to earn the most fame. Over 9 rounds, you'll secretly and simultaneously be ordering teams of adventurers from your guild in order to complete a limited number of objectives found on the main board. You'll work to complete contracts from the main board that will help your guild gain more money and fame. And with that money, you'll be able to recruit newer and more powerful adventurers to your guild or hire builders in order to upgrade your guild. But be careful, you're not the only guild out there, and if you wait too long to complete tasks, it could end up costing you more money, or you could miss out on them entirely. In Guildmaster, players will choose one of 6 starting teams. Once teams have been selected, each player will take the team of 4 novice adventurers, which match their starting team icon as seen here in the bottom right corner. Adventurers are a key part of Guildmaster. They will be your adventurers that you will provide orders to complete certain tasks on the main board. As you can see here, adventurers come with a certain set of skills, and some also come with abilities that can be performed in certain phases and rounds as shown by the symbols in the bottom. Once the main board is set up and players have chosen their teams, the game begins on round 1. Each round, players will carry out 5 phases, and in each phase, there are several steps. In phase 1, players will announce any events that may be on any contract cards that are on the main board. Some of these have effects that may occur before guilds do anything else. Next, if you're in round 3, 6, or 9, each player will draw a private contract from the top of the common contracts deck. Contracts are a big part of Guildmaster. They will earn you gold and fame, as well as additional bonuses and boons. In phase 2, adventurers who have plot phase abilities will activate depending on the round. You see, the game starts on round 1, with the round marker having the half moon side up, and every round thereafter, the round marker will be flipped to its opposite side. Some abilities will be active all the time, whereas some will only be active on full moon, half moon, or blood moon turns, as indicated in the bottom left-hand corner of the card. And lastly, for phase 2, players will announce to the rest of the table their gold totals. The orders phase is next, and in this phase, players will lift their screens, as you can see to the left and right of me, and will begin assigning orders to their adventuring parties in secret. At the beginning of the game, your guild leaves much to be desired. To start, as indicated by your guild's upgrade board, you can only give 2 orders per round, and your adventurers can only go out in teams of 2. When assigning orders, you'll select a number of adventurers that you would like to use and place them on that orders location, and then place an actual orders card to indicate what it is that they're going to do. Your options are to hire builders, recruit adventurers either from A, B, C, D, E, or F, or attempt contracts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, depending on the number of players, as some of those options will not be available in the 2 or 3 player game. Once everyone is done assigning orders, we'll then move on to phase 4, the action phase. Everyone will drop their screens and begin carrying out orders, beginning with order 1. Orders are resolved one at a time from left to right on the main board, so players who want to hire builders will go first, followed by players recruiting in spots A, then B, then C, and so on, then over to contracts 1, then 2, then 3, and so on. If your order is to hire builders, as we can see here, you'll then use the gold that you assigned to that team. Your first builder will cost you 2 gold. Then, if you want to hire another, it will cost you 3 gold. And it continues to get more and more expensive the more players hire builders. If your first order was to hire builders, as we just saw, it can be pretty cheap for you. If another player decided to hire builders with, say, their second order, they will have to pay more and more and more depending on the number of builders that they wish to hire. Once you hire a number of builders, you'll be able to use them immediately to do one of the following. You can build one skill upgrade and or one core upgrade, or you can build one prestige upgrade. The number of builders required for each upgrade is shown in the bottom right hand side of that particular upgrade. Each team starts the game with a specific skill, and that skill is double-sided. Skill upgrades allow you to use that ability when performing a skill check with that specific skill. Your core upgrades allow your guild to improve, making you more efficient. A higher level stable allows you to assign more orders, whereas higher level mess hall allows you to assign more adventurers to an order. And finally, a higher level bar brings in more gold at the end of the round. When you build a skill upgrade or a core upgrade, you gain the number of fame in the upper right corner. However, with prestige upgrades, these give you a chance to gain additional fame at the end of the game. When ordering an adventuring party to recruit, you choose which adventurer that they will recruit. The minimum amount of gold that you have to bid in order to hire that adventurer is next to the stack on the main board and will differ in price depending on whether it's a full moon or half moon round. You can of course decide to bid more. When you recruit an adventurer, you take that card from the stack and increase your fame by the amount printed in the top right of that card. Next, we'll move on to the third and final order that can actually be given, which is to complete a contract. In order to complete a contract, your adventuring team needs to make a skill check against the skill target of the contract that you're attempting to complete. When attempting a skill check, you'll first decide which skill on the contract that you'll want to use. Some will give you 3 options, while others may only give you 2 or even 1. In this case, I'm going to attempt to complete ambush poachers using might. As you can see from the team I assembled for this contract, they have a total of 4 might between them. This indicates the number of dice that you will use for the check. You'll then roll those dice and change their values based on any abilities or skills you have, and if you meet or exceed the skill check target, you gain the contract along with the gold, fame, and any bonuses or boons on it. So in this case, for ambush poachers, we needed a total of 11. Luckily, we got exactly 11, so we can go ahead and gain 2 gold, 2 fame, as well as the bonus for this contract. The back of the contract decks let you know what the likely skill check target will be. So 6 to 12 for common contracts, 13 to 20 for heroic, and 21 to 30 for legendary. Now, it's entirely possible for 2 or more guilds to have the exact same orders on the same order space. If that happens, whether it's hiring builders, recruiting adventurers, or completing contracts, there's a way to determine who will have the priority for that order. Regardless of what happens, if you're unable to complete your order because it's already been done by somebody else, or when it comes up to your turn, you just decide that you don't want to do that order anymore, you have 2 additional options. You can either wander, or you can complete a private contract. When wandering, you just make a skill check and then consult the chart on the inside of your screen or in the rulebook, and it will net you additional gold or fame. Or if you decide to complete a private contract, that happens the exact same way as the contracts on the main board. Finally, once orders are all resolved, you'll move on to phase 5, the reset phase. You'll first clear your orders board of all the teams that you have sent out along with the orders cards themselves. Then gain income based on your current bar level. So in this case, 2. Reset the builder cost marker back to its starting position. And if you just finished a Blood Moon round, do a full reset of all the face-up cards on the board. If it was just a normal round and adventurers were recruited or contracts were complete, flip new cards to replace the ones that were taken. And finally, move and flip the round marker. And there you have it. That was my overview of Guildmaster. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified on any future videos. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Links for everything in the description below. But until next time, as always, thanks for watching and happy gaming.